Hey guys, welcome to the Back at Arm podcast. This is episode 2. Our topic for today is online dating. And I'm going to let you go first because you wanted to talk about it and this was a topic you thought of. So, start us off.
Yes. Okay. There was one guy. This is where I'm going to start off with because I want to save the craziest story for last because it's bananas to me.
We both got crazy stories.
I'm sure other women have heard, and I'm saying specifically women because ill men. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sure other women have heard something similar to this or experienced something similar to the last story. Anyway, so the first one is this guy had swiped right because I had one of my cats in one of the pictures I had on my profile. And it was just he was like, "Hey, that cat is absolutely adorable. I want more." And at first I thought it was a little weird because having someone like you or whatever it is on dating apps
Match with you?
Yeah, thank you, God. Match with you just simply because of one of your pets is crazy. And he specifically worded it as, "I like your cat." And so it sounds a little crazy.
Does, yes.
But he was genuinely talking about Sal.
Yes.
So he asked for my Insta, so I gave it to him, sent pictures of the cat, and he was scrolling through my page and saw that I had more, and he was like, "I would like to see the other 2 cats as well." I was like, this is weird, but okay, fine. I just figured, he's just a cat person. And he very much so was. It was very silly. Yeah, there's not much to that story, but I just thought it was funny. It was,
And
yeah.
it's okay to share.
Yeah, it wasn't a negative experience. It was just fun.
So many people on online dating, specifically Tinder now, are on there for friends more than actually dating.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been going on it for either just friends or simply just have a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
Not specifically for dating anymore. Which I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. It can be very hard to find friends.
Yeah.
Especially ones that you people that you get along with.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people use Tinder for finding friends instead of dating.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's okay.
It is. Oh my god. I had this one girl match with me and she started off with, "Do you like Marvel?" And I was like, "I love Marvel. I love superheroes. Absolutely." And she was like, "Who is your favorite?" And I was like, "Well, at the moment, it has to be, I think at the time, it might have been, Yes, at the time, Falcon and Winter Soldier had just come out, so it was Captain America and the Winter Soldier. That's what it's called. Yeah. Anyway, that had just come out, so at the time, it was Sam as Captain America, because absolutely he deserves to be Captain America. It's fun. I love him. So that's what I said. And she gave me her favorite, super basic, Thor, I think. And then asked if I liked the actual comics. And I said, yeah, I've been collecting them for a little bit. Not a big collection. And then she just stopped talking to me. I had asked her if she also collects comics because I figured that could be a really cool conversation to have with her.
Yeah.
And share what our favorite ones are. And I tried to keep the conversation going, and she just never responded, ever.
I hate when people don't respond.
Like, she just ghosted me. I tried to give it a day or two because I thought maybe she just didn't see it. Maybe she's busy. And then nothing for like 3 days. And I was like, okay, this girl ghosted me. We're done now. It was crazy.
That would drive me insane. To be so real with you.
It drove me a little crazy, but I got over it real fast because of you know who. Yeah. What about you? You want to share what? You have any? Well, I know you have some, but are there any you want to share?
I do. This is more like men are gross.
Yes, they are.
So I had matched with this guy on Tinder, and he immediately, like, I wasn't really in this for sex, okay? And he immediately asked me what number it was so he could send a dick pic.
Like, did he specify, like, what's your number? I want to send to a dick pic. Like, did he actually say that? He did.
He asked if I could if I could either give him my number or a social, and it was only because he wanted to send a pic. Yeah. And I was just like, how about no?
Ew, men.
Yeah. Yeah, men are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And okay, there are a lot of stories I can tell, but a lot of them are not interesting whatsoever.
That's okay. It's just talking about our experiences.
There was this one guy that I did talk to for like a month.
Yeah.
And it was the guy that I snuck out to go meet. It was him.
Oh.
And he did lie about his age.
Okay.
On there.
I actually think you told me about that.
He said that he was in his like mid-20s, but he was actually 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry. You're good. And we I snuck out to go meet him, but we really only talked. And he wanted to kiss, but like never kissed a day in my life. So in my head I was like, I'm gonna be a bad kisser if I kiss this man.
How do I do this?
Like, and dare I say that was the worst thing to ever experience in my life. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, fun thing that's really funny, and I don't even know how this happened. I'm banned from Tinder. I don't know how, but I'm banned from Tinder, guys.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know why. I had deleted an account that I had a really long, like years and years ago. Over 5 years ago, by the way. And I literally tried to get back on there like a year ago, I think, sometime last year. And it said that I was permanently banned. And I was like, what the fuck did I do?
It's so funny every time you tell me that.
I didn't know why I'm banned. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. I just wanted to see if there is any attractive people in here.
Probably.
To possibly go have sexual intercourse with. But, like, I'm okay because, like, I feel like I'm too uncomfortable with my body to go do that right now. So.
Fair.
It was okay. It's so funny that I'm banned from Tinder, though, because, like, why? But yeah, do not go on online dating if you're underage, because there are pedos out there and shit ton of creeps. And we don't need to get abducted, alright?
Be safe out there.
Be safe. And use protection.
Use protection.
Use protection. If you do not want to get pregnant, or you don't want a sexual disease, use protection, my friends.
I started to say that. Oh, there was this one guy I was talking to for, I think, 2 weeks. He wanted me to, like, okay, he asked for my Insta, I gave it to him. And he literally just wanted my Insta so that he could send me a link to a nonprofit organization he's working with so that I could donate to him. And then when I told him that at the moment I didn't have any money, he was like, "Oh, okay," and then like unfollowed me and stopped talking to me.
So he just wanted you for your money.
He just wanted me to donate to his organization. And like I completely understand that, but like that was so rude.
What organization was it?
I don't remember. I don't know. I am not even gonna try to remember because it's left my brain.
That's crazy.
What about you? You got another one? Or
I know sexted one guy. Not the same guy that I met up with. It was a different guy.
Shut me up real quick. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's actually one that I kept a secret for a while.
Yeah, is it when you were yeah, young. We're not young, but yeah.
Yes. On to you. I was a very stupid teenager, okay?
Honestly,
I was very stupid.
Actually, yeah, honestly, you were just doing regular teenage stuff.
I was.
Unfortunately.
The reason why I had done that stuff when I was a kid is because we never, first we stopped going to public school when we were very, very young.
The school we got transferred to, it was not good. It wasn't a good school. It was in a dangerous area, and the teachers were not doing their jobs. They weren't teaching us what we needed to learn in the grades we were in.
And so many of the kids at that fucking school were assholes.
Almost all of the kids there were bullies. And you know, being a plus size kid, kids are cruel and they do make fun of you for that. And when I was younger, when we got transferred there, I was put in a, what are they called? Like a special ed class or something like that. I'm not completely sure what they're called. But I got put in one of those classes because I was a bit slower at learning. And my mom was not happy about that because I didn't need it. I just was working at my own, like, I wasn't behind. That's the point. Like, they kept saying I was behind, but I was actually one of the smarter ones in one of the smarter kids in that specific class. And then I was put in the special ed class. I don't think that's what they're called, but yeah, whatever. She was upset about that, and that was one of the reasons why I was pulled out of school.
I was pulled out of school because you and the other two were pulled out. Because mom didn't want me to be in that school without one of y'all there.
Yeah.
So she pulled me out.
All four of us were constantly bullied and berated at that school by not only the students, but the teachers.
Yeah, and I was always teased for never going to go play on the playground. It was muddy almost every day.
You didn't want to get dirty?
That and like, do you know how mad our mom would have been of me getting my school uniform muddy?
For me, it was never that. It was just no one would play with me. No one would ever play with me. So like, why would I? What's the point? Like, I'm just gonna go to the swing set and have my fun there.
Or the monkey bars. You were obsessed with monkey bars when you were a kid.
I was getting new blisters every day.
She would always come home with blisters on her hands because of those monkey bars.
Until my parents were finally like,
okay, you're banned.
You're done doing this. You'll get in trouble if you do it again because, you know, hands were covered in blisters. So I just stuck with the swings and the slide.
Wow, we got so off track.
We did.
But there was a reason I started talking about like stuff outside of the online dating thing. So growing up, we were homeschooled most of the time, And like I have been homeschooled since I was, I think, 8, 9, since I was 9. Uh, so I never really had a lot of friends growing up because I literally lost touch with all of my friends back in um North Carolina because that's where we were born. Um, and like growing up, I just like I wish I had friends, and it kind of it. I was very jealous that our older siblings had friends and we didn't. So I kind of rebelled a little bit because I wanted friends. I went past what our parents' rules, no social media, and I just wanted friends, man.
Yeah.
That's it. I just wanted friends.
And then it
went on to going on Tinder, which was such a stupid idea. But we're done and past that. I've grown.
We've grown.
We have grown.
He's grown.
Amount. I have grown a tremendous amount, especially from like the past 3 years.
Yes.
And I've noticed how much I've grown as well.
We all have.
Like, I used to be so childish.
Yeah.
And I used to have a lot of anger issues. And sometimes I still can't control my anger, but I've done a lot better. Yeah. Especially now that I am on medication. It's mostly for my anxiety, but it has helped a lot with my anger. Yeah. Anyway, what is another online dating story that you would like to share?
That's the second craziest one.
Ooh, juicy.
Scroll. Sorry. Well, it's not like crazy, but it's
it's something.
So one of the first guys I started talking to, like, ever, I think I was 18 or 19. He was like 10 years older than me. Yeah. I didn't know that at first because he did say on his profile he was, I think, 20, 21. I found out later that he was actually pushing 30.
That's a difference right there.
Honestly, I didn't have much of a problem with it. It's just, why did you lie?
Yeah, don't lie about it.
What was the point in lying unless you're out here trying to be a predator? But anyway, we were, talking. He said, I am actually really enjoying like our conversations. Can I have one of your socials? And I gave him my Snap, I think, my Snapchat, and no, nothing gross. I want to make that very clear, nothing gross, because he never really. He sent like 2 or 3 pictures of himself, but it wasn't gross. It was just his face. I want to make that very clear. It was just his face. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. There was a point where he wanted to actually like call me and like have a conversation over the phone. And I said that would be fine. Like, I'd be okay with that, but I can't do it tonight. Because I think we were making cat food or something. I'm not really sure. I just said I couldn't do it that night and maybe we could do it the next day. And he was like, yeah, absolutely. And then, next day comes around and like he's perturbed with me. And I'm not really sure because I told him that I would absolutely like call and talk to him the next day if he gave me a time when he was free. And he gave me that time. And I did call him and he didn't answer. And I was like, okay, that's completely fine. Maybe he had to step out and do something real quick. And then he, like 5 minutes later, he's like, well, why haven't you called me yet? And I'm like, I called you like 5 minutes ago. What? Or I tried to call you 5 minutes ago. And he was like, why are you lying about it? My phone's saying you weren't calling me. And I'm like, okay, I can try again. Maybe I put in a wrong number at some point. So I tried again. And it went to voicemail. His voicemail, by the way. Yeah. And he was like, well, are you doing it? Are you going to call me? I was like,
wow.
Okay, look, dude, I'm tired of going back and forth with you. I'm not playing this anymore. No. I'm not doing this with you anymore. And then I just stopped talking to him because that's
rightfully so.
It's ridiculous. Don't fuck with me like that, dude.
Yeah.
No. And then later, like a couple days later, I found him on, I was scrolling through my Instagram and I saw him, and it was him with one of his daughters, and it was like he was like spending my 30th birthday with my favorite daughter. 30th?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you about that one. Actually,
I didn't. You did not.
I thought I told you some of it.
You didn't. You didn't tell me any of it.
My bad. Fuck me then, huh?
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay.
Right, that's crazy.
I know. That's crazy.
Lying about your age, one is crazy. And then getting perturbed with you because you tried calling him and he was like, oh, I didn't do it. Bitch.
And I bet he wasn't answering because he was with said daughter.
And like, if so, why not try calling you?
That I would have answered. I was into him before all of that started happening, before all of the drama started happening. But then, like, maybe he never answered the fucking phone because he knew I would have found out he was older than what he was saying he was. Anyway, what about you? You got another?
I don't think so. The only thing I have that like you already know about is our cousins trying to get me to also download Tinder.
They did. That's actually why I did it at first, because one of them was like, "Hey, you just turned, I think, 19," and they were like, "You need to get out there. You need to go kiss some boys and some girls."
You do.
They were right.
Yeah. And then they tried to get me to it, and I was like,
I can't. I'm banned.
I'm banned. And I remember when I was telling one of them that, her face.
She cracked up after that, by the way.
Like, yeah, girl, I'm banned. How? I don't know. To this day, I do not know why I'm banned from Tinder, but
I think it's because they found out you were underage. Sorry.
Probably. But, like, it's fine. Okay, so how many other Tinder stories do you have?
Oh god, I know I have the most juicy one. I love telling that story to anyone and everyone that will listen, by the way.
I need you to tell our viewers the juicy one, because I am ready to hear it over again. Every single time I hear this story, I'm just like, what the fuck? So you have to tell our viewers that experience, because
it's
I cannot be the only one that knows this. I mean, I know some of our family knows, but you have got.
Actually, the only other people that know
our cousins.
Yeah, our cousins. That's it.
We're close.
Yes, very.
And we might be seeing them soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Or at least one of them. But both of them.
Oh no, but I'm excited.
Get your asses in the car. We'll get our asses in the car, and we can meet.
Yeah. Where the hell? Like they're gonna do this.
What the hell?
What the hell?
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who I'm talking about. You. Sorry. And,
it's a crazy story, and I don't think you guys are ready for it.
It's not super crazy, but it is crazy. For my life experience, it's crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna tell it because my brain won't let me think of anything else but this specific man. So, Tinder. Met him on Tinder. Of course. And we were talking for a solid month and a half, I think. I think that's about how long we were talking. I think that feels right. It might have been closer to 2 months. I'm not completely sure. And I was into him, really liked him. And he was talking about wanting to actually meet in person. Like one day he was like, "Hey, we've been talking for this long now. I think we should meet in person now." And I was like, "I agree with that. Yeah, we should absolutely do that." And he was like, "Great, so we'll meet tonight." And I was like, I said I would absolutely meet up with you, but I can't do it tonight because I have had plans to I had plans with my brothers for 2-3 weeks before this. Okay, before you even mentioned meeting each other, and I'm not going to cancel those because of a guy I've never met before, because of a guy I'm online talking to. Anyway, so he got a little perturbed with me. He got upset with me, and he said, "Okay, well, we can just meet up after that, after you're done doing what you're gonna do with your brothers." And I said, "Well, no, we can't because we're currently 2 hours away from each other, and by the time I finish doing what I'm gonna do with my brothers, it's gonna be 1 a.m." And he was like, "Well, we'll meet halfway." And I was like, "It would still be 3 a.m, I think, by the time we're able to meet each other." No, I'm not going out at 3 a.m. by myself as a young 19-year-old woman to meet a stranger. I'm not doing that. I'm not an idiot. And he got pissed off and he started calling me a bitch. That I think, yeah.
I know this story, and every time you tell me that, I get, ooh.
Yeah, he switched up real fast. He started calling me a fucking bitch for not meeting up with him at 3 a.m. And I was like, no, actually, I'm not doing that. So I stopped talking to him, and then the next day, or not stopped talking. What I should have said is I never replied to him. And the next day, he texts me saying, "Well, are we going to meet up?" And I said,
nerve.
And I said, "After the way you talked to me last night, no."
The nerve he had.
And he called me a fucking bitch again and said that I was just dragging him along and playing with him. I have never stopped talking to someone so fast in my life. Yeah. Yeah.
I have so much to say.
Yeah. There's a piece of information that I forgot to put in. So, like, before all of that happened, before he suggested meeting up, a couple days before that, I started feeling iffy about him because he wanted my Instagram. And I told you about this. He wanted my Instagram. And
it's that guy. That was a different guy.
No. At the time, I had posted, or I was but I had posted like a little fandom thing, and it was so racist. Like he said, I'm not gonna say it obviously, but he said a pretty racist thing about the post. And I was like, whoa, calm down. And then he was like, I didn't mean to phrase it that way. I do apologize. It was just I was confused as to why there was another man on your page.
I do want to put that he didn't say another man. He said something offensive.
He did. He said something offensive. But I'm not saying it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thinking back on it, I should have ended it then and there, and I know I should have, but I was really into him. I wanted to give him I wanted to give him a second chance and to behave better than that, because I thought maybe if I give him another chance, he can be more well-behaved than that, and I was very wrong about that. He only got worse. Called me a bitch. Twice. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to say to that. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Yeah.
People piss me off, y'all.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
He's a piece of shit.
He is.
Yeah, that was my craziest experience. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share?
I don't know. I know there are more, but nothing compares to that.
I don't think anything's ever going to compare to that.
Like, none of my other stories compare to that, which is why I saved it for last. Because that's insane.
Well, we both find out about a guy neither of us knew about. Like, I didn't know about one guy you talked to. You didn't know about one guy I talked to.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. We tell each other a lot.
We do. Except for something.
Some things we don't tell everything, but we tell a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, no. They shouldn't be classified as men. They should be classified as toddlers.
I think that's it for that topic. Yeah, that's all the juicy ones I have. Yeah.
Whew. That's a heavy topic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is the end of this episode because we cannot think of another topic to talk about. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2.
Yeah.
It was a lot to talk about.
Hope you enjoyed that last story.
Yes. I enjoyed every single time I hear it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in episode 3.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.